Fargo Fresh, that was Ben Folds 5 with Cigarette. Listened to that a lot in high school. So we're going on to the Fargo Fresh. Let's see. Okay. The Lashkowitz High Rise finally was demolished. I'm here with Cassidy Snazzy. I'm getting better?
Yep.
Okay, Cassidy Snazzy. The Lashkowitz High Rise, demolished.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that?
I wish I could have been there in person to see it.
Yeah.
I saw the videos on.
Did it wake you up when
No.
it went boom? I was like, thunder? Oh, no. Maybe bombs. So like it took me like a minute to realize what was going on. But that video, so I talked about it for the last 2 weeks in a row. The first time I talked about it, I gave a story about my daughter and how she called it Sauron Tower. That video, the day of the collapse, is now my most watched video.
Sure.
It would seem that if you play into the algorithm, YouTube likes you. And so for whatever reason, everybody was searching for the demolition. So this video right now is actually going to open with a video of the demolition because I'm going to try to ride that coattail again.
Totally.
So here we are. So people who are watching on YouTube, subscribe. See? Now I grabbed their attention. I went in there. I'm doing what Mr. Beast says. Be
Yes.
high energy and grab it and follow the algorithm. So we're going to do that. I'm also going to interact with my community. So how about that? You ready to do some of that on the Fargo Fresh here? We had Anderson Amello at Anderson Amello ask, and this is a very good question, and I don't know enough people were answering it when they were talking about the demolition. He asks, he or she, I don't know, it's a word, letters. Where are those people living now? Where are those people living now? Do you know anything about that?
Well, I know that they evicted everybody months ago. I mean, it's been a while that they've been talking about it.
So more than months.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember how long ago it was that they talked about we're going to have to knock this down because it was cheaper to rebuild than to fix the asbestos problem.
Well, and I don't know if you know. I own a cleaning company. We've massively downsized, but we used to have like 8 employees, and that was one of our biggest contracts. We cleaned the high rise over there, and so up until they shut down. So that was they started. They had been wanting to tear that place down forever.
Yeah.
Because of the asbestos and the cockroaches that they could not get rid of.
Yeah.
Like the place was just it was ready to go, but
People still live there.
Well, and they kept trying to sell it. Maybe somebody would refurbish it, and people still lived there. But no, they started in spring of 21, slowly relocating people, and they shut down by December of 21.
Okay.
So that place has been empty.
Yeah.
To answer the question, that place has been empty. People have been relocated a long time ago, so don't worry. They tore it down. They needed to tear it down. They're going to replace it. The people who were displaced have already been replaced, and so no worries there.
Yeah.
So now we have fed the algorithm and interacted with our community. How about that? Okay. Another thing the algorithm says that I should be following up on is 4Fargo. So this is the Fargo Five, but there's in fact an artist called 4Fargo. Have you heard of this?
I have not.
Apparently he's from Chi-Town. I think that means Chicago. I don't know, but it is not a radio-friendly song. So just to be 100% clear on that. So there we have it. What are your thoughts on the demolition itself? What you didn't hear the explosion.
Nope.
You didn't, but they've got all that asbestos.
Yeah.
Does it concern you at all to have that?
I was expecting to go to work on Saturday, and like downtown was just gonna be covered in dust. But it was very clean. I was really surprised.
I was surprised too.
Yeah.
How is it that they can? Because I mean, all that asbestos. That's why they couldn't so they can't go in and remodel it, but they can completely turn it into rubble.
Right, and that's gonna go into the air at some point, right? Like
You would think.
Yeah.
So when I watched the video, though, they are spraying it down with water the whole time.
Sure.
But it did look like there was just this big cloud of smoke that comes out.
Yeah.
I have there been very many demolitions in Fargo? I think this is the only one.
That's why
in my
was
living
telling
memory.
people that this was so significant was just because I don't know of an imploded building or even exploded building, but they've certainly knocked things down, but nothing of this magnitude of size.
Yes. Our upcoming song is going to be TobyMac with Help Is On The Way. Tell me about TobyMac. He's a popular artist, right? I don't know anything about
He's
Toby
a popular Christian pop artist. Yeah, but this song is an interesting song because it's, I believe, like the first song he's written since he lost his son.
Oh, my.
And I think his son died from an overdose or something like that.
Oh, my goodness.
But it's just being patient that help is on the way, regardless of if it's today or at the end of your life. But his message is that it's coming. So
that's a really hopeful, really positive, very Christian. So you mentioned your church a lot. You've mentioned this. Your Christianity and your love for Japan seem to be, because the first one was that what you were telling me in between the segments. The how did they say it? 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Is the Japanese way to pronounce, and when that was 1
they used
o'clock.
to practice at 1 o'clock during high school back in the day, and then that's what their band name became, and then they turned it into 1 OK Rock because of how that English turns into it. So
Okay, and then then that was a Japanese band, and that's how you liked them. But TobyMac is a Christian band, but I think he's maybe bigger than that. I think, is he more like Creed, wherein he has broad? I swear I've heard that name.
He does a lot of music with other people, but he was really big with DC Talk back in the day.
Oh.
DC Talk was really big in the 90s for Christian pop music.
Very, very cool. Well, we'll be listening to that, and we'll be back with the Fargo Fresh. Don't go nowhere.